Hello, so I have to tell you about this awful story that happened to me at the Chicago airport. I was flying in from a deaf convention, and so the plane landed, and we're getting off the plane, and everyone's filing off. And before that, I was just on my phone, and one of the attendants came over and told me I needed to turn my phone off. So I finished up what I was doing and turned it off. So we landed, I got out of my seat and was filing off the plane, and then a man who was dressed in all white with a name badge that said contractor came up to me and said, "Come here." And I thought I was in trouble, and I thought it was because I was texting a little bit after they had told me to put it away. So I went up to him, and he followed him out of the plane, and he was walking next to me, and he was like, "What's wrong?" And he asked me what my name was, and I said, "Yeah, that's correct." And so he was following me through the airport, and I was like, "What did I do?" I couldn't figure it out, and so we're walking, and I just couldn't think of anything. So we went to inside, and he walked up to a wheelchair and offered it to me, and I was like, "No, I don't need to sit in a wheelchair. I'm just deaf. I just can't hear. That's it." And I couldn't believe it. And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. That's my job, is just to follow you and make sure you get where you need to go." And I was like, "No, I'm fine. Thank you. I just got my bags." And I was like, "Okay, I'm fine." And he's still following me. And then he tried to put my bag on the wheelchair, and he strapped it in. Here's a picture of with my bags on the wheelchair with the contractor pushing it. So I was like, "Okay, whatever, go ahead." And so I walking and texting, and my hands were free, so I just went, and he was walking. Everybody was looking at me awkwardly because it was funny because my bag was topped with my coat in the wheelchair, and everyone was like, "What's that? That's funny." They thought it was a joke. So he asked to show me where we're going next, and so he continued to follow me. So we were looking at the list of departures and arrivals, and he asked me to see my ticket, and so we could find where my plane was. And he was looking at the wrong one. I was like, "No, it's this one, just so you know." He's like, "I know what I'm doing. Thank you. Goodbye." Then the contractor said, "Oh, do you need me to hold your arm?" And I was like, "No, I'm fine." So he tried to hold my arm and support me to walk, and I was like, "I don't need your help at all." So we got in the elevator, and he's like, "Why are you?" He was showing me where the elevator was, and I was like, "No, I don't need it. I'm fine. I don't know why he keeps following me." So he's like, "I know you're fine, but I still need to do my job. So I have to check and make sure that you get where you need to go." And I was like, "Okay, I know the airplane's big, but really, can you just stop? And you're treating me like I'm not equal." Uh, I saw like the Geico man, and it was kind of like how I felt. I felt like I was just dumb. It wasn't funny. It was just like, I don't want it anymore. It was a serious thing, and I need to really educate the airlines that we don't need wheelchairs. We're just deaf. Thank you.